Guys, you welcome back again. Mercy Johnson is still trending on all platforms after her Angela Okorie arrest saga and everything that has happened. This is making it over 5 nights she spent in the police station. But that's not the reason for this video totally. What is trending right now is Mercy Johnson's husband's ex-wife calling out Mercy Johnson on all platforms. There was a lot she reviewed, and I've already posted the full interview on MJ Fun TV page. But this is the highlight of the whole story. Just a quick summary as usual. Everything started after Mercy Johnson arrested Angela, and she came out to cry that most people are beginning to call her a witch in reality, not just online. And because of that, it's affecting her children. That her kids are crying out for different reasons. The parents of the children in her school are telling their kids to avoid Mercy Johnson's kids, that this children's mother is not a good woman, that they should stay away. And the kids are now coming in turn to tell Mercy Johnson's children that they don't want to be friends with them again, that their mother is a witch, that their mother will eat them.
You have parents telling their kids not to let my kids touch their school bag because I'm a witch.
Complaining that this is the reason she doesn't want to show mercy to anybody, because people were saying like that Mercy Johnson should show mercy to Angela and forget the whole matter since Angela apologized. And on the other hand, most people are saying that Angela Okorie deserved it and everything, but that one was story for last week. After the whole matter ended, Mercy Johnson's husband's ex-wife, Lovely, her name is Lovely, so this Mrs. Lovely came up to start again, revealing more shocking stories about Mercy Johnson and what Mercy Johnson did to her, and that Mercy Johnson is a hypocrite, that Mercy Johnson is complaining about what is happening to her children, that Mercy Johnson never thought of what happened to her own children and how she and her children went on all these years that they saw her, that Mercy Johnson did not think about all that, and now she's complaining about her own children. The woman was so angry. She revealed a lot in an over 40-minute video, but I'm going to make some pauses to explain. So she started off by saying that her husband and her, they were legally married. That is Mercy Johnson's husband.
So where is your conscience?
So
Mercy Johnson, where is your conscience? When he called you, I was screaming on the phone, telling you Mercy Johnson is married. That was the last time I saw Johnson when he returned to Nigeria. You knew this man was married, fully married. You were aware. Even today, you're still living in a lie. You still deceive the whole country, the whole world. With your lies and your malicious manipulator, that man, those children, were the first thing he got before any other thing. I was never told to return breakfast. I was never divorced.
Hi guys, you're welcome back again. So guys, this was just the highlight of this one. It's a very lengthy video, almost 30 minutes. But you could hear a few things she said in it. I'm going to add a link of the full video on the comment section so that if you want to just listen to the woman straight up, you can go ahead and watch her full video. But then, this was just a summary of this first video she did, because she did 2 different videos. This was just the first one, where she was explaining that Mercy Johnson is a hypocrite and a liar. Because people were saying that Mercy Johnson never knew that her husband was married and all that, had children and entire family abroad, and then he came to Nigeria and she hijacked him, claiming that she doesn't know anything about Mercy Johnson, about his supposed family. Now this woman is coming out to clear that part, saying that that is not true, that Mercy Johnson has always been away from the very first day she found out that Mercy Johnson and her husband were a thing. You know, she explained in detail how they even met and a lot more. And now people are wondering, okay, if that is the case, no problem. But then, many years already passed, and you know, a lot of things happen and people have moved on. She too as well. But then, what is hurting her the most, she said, is that Mercy Johnson and the husband paid bloggers to humiliate her and her entire, story when she came out to cry out. That they even went to the extent of denying her and her children. That one hurt her the most. That after all these years that they have denied her children, she's in pain, she's not happy. And then, she went through all that raising her kids alone. That in as much as the man decided to do all that, what about being in his kids' life, providing for them, or even at least not denying them? That's exactly what she said. But that part, she would never forgive it. So
all the nonsense you people were playing, I always said Let me be. Let me be. I am human. When I went to Nidakeji, when Nidakeji got to evolve, I told Nidakeji, this is what is happening. Nidakeji just the way video came out now, defending you. Thinking you are that person, they assume. Nidakeji did the same thing. I said, Nidakeji, this super is fully aware. See what is playing. Nidakeji said, no, she can never, she's not like that. If Mrs. Johnson is aware of all these things, Mrs. Johnson will be the one to bring this man out. No, she's not aware. I said, Nida, she's aware. See what they be doing to me. I bet you people want, and it's even right time for everything to come open. I never force anybody. I never wish anybody evil. I never stand against anybody. Despite everything to date. No reason. I will have no reason to lie. What do I lie for? What is my gain to lie? I know many people will come out now, whatsoever, that don't care to hear, might have their word, or probably she's thinking of this or that. You all far from it. A lot of lies have been told. Even today, you're still living in a lie. You still deceive the whole country, the whole world, with your lies and your malicious manipulator. Any human who has no fear of God, they are not human. Believe it or leave it. Who can boldly come out in public and continue lying over and over? And in those words, you said they pay blogger. They pay, and this blogger, they are Lollywood. They are your colleagues. Everything started with you. You organized those people to change the narrative. When Nidakeji came out to speak, when you push Nidakeji, you Mr. Joseph, because I remember Nidakeji, after supporting you, saying, no, when Mr. Joseph heard it, this man is still married, he's going to do this, going to do that. You shocked that woman. Nidakeji is still alive. Nidakeji called you. What did you tell Nidakeji? How much you tell Nidakeji you guys going to give Nidakeji to shut up? You guys pushed Nidakeji because the narrative was not Nidakeji to bring out anything. It's just to make you understand, since Nidakeji were arguing, you knew nothing about the man and his family. After I told that you knew everything played for a man to come and deny his own children and his own family. Does that make sense? Was it a joke? They are sing your song. You are made in everything, which I say, fine. I'm not here to drag anything. That man, those children, were the first thing he got before any other thing he acquired in life.
Sorry.
God opened door for him after my daughter.
Oh, wow.
Then leave that aside. You measure your children. So you have children. You know what children is. When you can find that you could not birth in that KG, because God was strongly behind that, because the word was spoken years ago that came to manifest in 2011. Because God were behind her. Nobody could bear her because she was the strong force at the moment.
So guys, I only wanted you guys to listen to the part where she said first that Mrs. Johnson had kids and she was talking about her own children, forgetting what she did to hers. And then the second thing she said again was when she talked about how her husband, ex-husband, Mrs. Johnson's husband, Prince Okorie, denied his children with her. So you guys heard everything she said literally. So I'm just going to go ahead to play a very short clip again from the second long, over 40 minutes video she played out. Like I told you guys before, I'm going to add the full link in the comment section for you to listen to the full video and listen to her if you want to do that. I'm just pinpointing some parts I feel like is important. I mean, regarding this topic here. Every other thing she said is actually important for real. But you know what I mean? Because this whole thing has been trending for days now, and after the first video she went on to do more videos. That is the reason I'm making this post, because I can see that it's not like a one-time cry out. She's literally making it a pattern, because she seems to be very sad and it's hurting her. And there's a report again on social media about her own life after everything that happened with Mr. Johnson's husband. There's another trending gist on social media that she later got married again. So I'm going to come to that. Let's just go accordingly so you don't get confused, because this story, oh,
No. Heaven bear me witness. Heaven bear me witness. I met Jonathan when he was nobody, when he have nothing. I am that woman. I don't enter relationship without asking question. I won't know whether you have girlfriend or not. I choose wisely not to cause other people pain. Years ago, I met Jonathan in the church on one faithful Sunday. So after church, we took bus. Then I saw him with a lady. She is alive. She used to be my friend on Facebook. They both entered bus. He was looking at me. I was kind of, I don't know them. Because that was my first time seeing them. Then I went my way. On our way going rather. So they drove first. They left. So I get to my destination. I get off too. I didn't see him again for months. Until one faithful Sunday. After service, I saw somebody run after me. I heard somebody calling, hey. So there is this lady call my name. So he now said, you know her sister? She said, yes, now, I know her very well. So he said, this is my wife. To me, what kind of talk is that?
sorry guys, I just have to play it with this ×2 speed. I need it to be very fast because she doesn't talk really fast.
I saw you with one lady the first time I met them. It was kind of like, is he joking? So he said, so that's your name. So this is my wife. I have found my wife. So I was just laughing. I met him in the church. That is when everything began. Along the way, after a year plus that I met him of dating, that is when I had accidents. 2005. I met in 2003. 2005, I had an accident. Then, on the third day, I had an accident on the 3rd day, on the 3rd of July, 2005, a brother who was our neighbor came to me. His name is Leo. And then he began to say, I was dreaming, seeing me crying and crying every night. So the next thing, I had to pray for God revelation. I said, son, he can see he have worried. How much he have put effort. Time come when those she love and care. When time come when those she love and care for deny her and abandon her.
So guys, this part, she was just literally saying how they met and how they started dating, and a year into their marriage, into their relationship, at first dating, what happened, how her pastor at church told her that he had a revelation where she's going to cry later and everything that's going to happen to her. That was basically what she was saying in this part. And then she went on to say that she told Mercy Johnson's current husband, who was her ex, what the pastor said, and the man said, she forgot about that nonsense and all that, and she then literally forgot about it. And then before she knew what was happening, he traveled. When Mercy Johnson's husband traveled back to Nigeria, you know, she was still having so much issues, like from messages from her pastors and all that, and everything that happened while she was still praying and everything. And then he got visa and returned back, according to what she said. When he came back, they were all doing well. I think then they already started their little marital plans and everything. She said that was when she was pregnant for her daughter, when she got pregnant for her daughter and everything, because her daughter is her first child that was going on. And then as that was also going on, she and Miss Johnson's husband, let me just say Miss Johnson's husband, she and the man, they were literally planning to relocate from their current, location to another destination. At that time, they wanted to relocate. The man said he wanted to go to London, and then they later decided it was Canada, different, whatever. But then they were still in Europe. So she was just basically saying how they started from this crash, that he was absolutely in square zero. He had absolutely nothing. That, as a matter of fact, they didn't even grant him visa. That when he went to Nigeria, like, I mean, they did not give him documentation on something. When he went to Nigeria the first time, he didn't go with any of that. That it was from Nigeria he now did again and returned back, while they continued planning their life. And she said that her marriage never had problems at all, contrary to what people were saying, that she has problem in her marriage with the man. She said no, that time was when they were not even making the whole union stronger. I believe at that point they must have done every marital necessary whatever, because she posted some wedding certificate that proved that they're truly married, though. Truly. And there are more revelation from most of their church members who confirmed that they were seeing them in church together. I'm going to add the link on the comment section. If you watch the videos, you see all the evidence there. Most of the church members saying that they always come to church every Sunday and they knew them, and all that. Then when people started saying that they were not married, they were just together, she posted results like certificate claiming or proving that they're actually married and they're 18. And so she said after he came back and they were planning for their life forward and everything, that they didn't have problem, her marriage was okay. And before all of that relocation again started, the next problem they had was when he traveled to Nigeria again. And then that was when he met Mercy Johnson. That was when everything changed totally. That, as a matter of fact, when he was talking to her and she heard Mercy Johnson, and she has been seeing more reports on social media about Mercy Johnson and the guy, or the man, as of that time is a guy. She then was telling the woman that this man is married, Mercy Johnson, the man is married. You heard what she said now. And then she came on social media as of that time. If you check back on blogs as of many years ago, I think it's over a decade ago already, because that was literally around 2011, right? Because she said they met in 2008, and something like 2005. Just go back to the stories, you see the full gist when she came out the first time. So she's basically saying that everything people are thinking about Mercy Johnson is not true. That Mercy Johnson looked or talked to her dead in her ear to tell her to leave the man alone for her. That Mercy Johnson is not who people think she is. So you can see this is over 42 minutes long, because I tried to fast forward it, but you can see she's still explaining a lot. So I just wanted you guys to hear that part while I go ahead to explain totally what she was literally trying to say. Anyways, let's move past to her life afterwards, after everything that has happened. So from everything, this lady, Mrs. Loveline, her name is Loveline. Sorry, Lovely, not Loveline. Lovely without the N. So after everything Miss Lovely said, she said she started fending for her children alone while she was still battling with everything trending on social media. She was just seeing her man everywhere with Mercy Johnson online while she was still abroad. That she was even recovering from her whatever. She said she just had her son, and she was still trying to understand what was going on. That was why she cried out on social media then, and people were still, doing the same thing. People love Mercy Johnson. She has fans, and most of her fans, even till today, as of hours ago when this lady came out, they were telling her to enter house. They say, "Madam, enter house. You don't pay." According to them, it's been long, it's been years that she should move past it, that she should enter house. Most of the fans are saying this, that the woman is hurting. Well, personally, me, I can see that the woman is truly hurting, because if you truly watch this video eventually, if you go listen to her from beginning to the end, you will see the kind of deep breath she takes, and now she's truly trying to control herself, because you know that she's truly sad. And it even affected her life afterwards, because there's another report that she's training everywhere, of course, which I'm going to summarize, because that one is a very long write-up or detailed post. But a summary of that post is that this lady's life, after Mercy Johnson's husband did the whole thing, denied her children and everything, and moved on with Mercy Johnson, and to date, the man has never set eyes on his children. That after the whole thing, she tried to move on with her life. This lady, Lovely, tried to move on with her life. She got married again to another man. And when she got married to this man, it was a very bitter union, because they were always having one or two whatever issues and all that, because she obviously did not heal before getting married again. And she only had another child with the man, just as a boy. So in total, she has 3 children, 2 for Mr. Johnson's husband and 1 for her new marriage. But the marriage did not even, last, and it's packed up and everything. Why she just decided to focus on herself and her kids and taking care of them. So she said she has literally been raising these kids alone all these years. As a matter of fact, not only has Mr. Johnson's husband never set his eyes on these kids, he has never spoken to them, he has not even at least accepted them or acknowledged to even know them again. And we can literally see that there are pictures of Mercy Johnson's husband and these children on all social media platforms. I just literally typed it on Google right now, and you could literally see many pictures of Mercy Johnson's husband with them, when they were still young as kids. But after the man denied them, he did not only deny them, he went on, according to the lady, she said, he went on to prove to them and to make Mercy Johnson happy by not at least setting eyes on them again. She said a lot of sad things that I don't need to start saying here, because that's just the summary of everything. That the man abandoned them and cut them off totally and denied them. What is more than denying somebody? When you deny them, of course, there's nothing else that will follow up, because you already denied them. I don't know these people. So how can any other thing happen? Nothing. So that was how sad it was. Anyways, talking about my own opinion, as usual, I will always say my own mind or what I think about the whole matter. In as much as the marriage did not work, my people, since Mercy Johnson's best friend, I forgot, she's still out there, Mrs. Ifeoma Chima.
I came to tell you guys that Mercy Johnson is a witch. None of you is believing me.
The same Mrs. Ifeoma Chima that said that she and Mercy Johnson were best friends, and that she and Mercy Johnson tied the man together allegedly, and everything she said as of years back. Her videos are everywhere. She's literally crying out till now. She's not even crying out more, explaining details that Mercy Johnson is really what she's saying she is. So, apart from all this whole matter, my people, the whole drama and everything, talking about my opinion, I personally think that, as much as this Mercy Johnson's husband, doesn't want this woman's marriage and everything with her again, to have any relationship with her, that is not enough reason to deny the children, abandon them, and even go to the extent of doing every other thing that he did, just trying to prove that they're not his children, knowing fully well that they're his children. I know how these things are. The woman presented everything, that there's DNA test as of when they had the child, when they were trying to relocate. They did all those things. Now, when you're trying to relocate back then, I think they were in Europe trying to relocate to an English-speaking country. They did a lot of preparation. She showed their marriage certificate and every other thing she showed, proving that they are seriously together and we're having no issues. No problems, according to what she said and what she presented. And indeed, these are the man's children. And we can literally see their faces, Sha. Her first daughter actually looked like Mrs. Johnson's first child, to be honest. They have the same resemblance and everything. So I just feel like it's sad, you know, if you guys are not seeing it, but to some extent, to be very honest, it's actually sad that these children were denied and they grew up without a father. So that part where she was, crying out about Mercy Johnson aspect is a two-way thing. It's a sad thing that Mercy Johnson's children are being bullied, which is not nice, really. It's sad, though, very sad. How can parents of Mercy Johnson's children school be telling their kids to avoid Mercy Johnson's children that their mother is a witch, that she should stay away from them? Why? It's really heartbreaking that all that is going on with Mercy Johnson. I have an appointment, guys, in a few minutes. I want to round up this. So, in as much as all this is going on with Mercy Johnson, the same way I feel about Mercy Johnson's kids and everything that they're experiencing is the same way I feel about this woman's kids. Because if I'm being very honest, these children have literally been denied. It's everywhere on social media. They're already grown. This happened in how many years ago? Those kids, you already know that they're old. They're older than Mercy Johnson's kids that are currently being bullied. Those kids right now are teenagers. They're grown. Mercy Johnson's kids too now are also, teenagers, and the other one is a semi-teenage or coming up. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this: everything involving children need to be very, very different. All this saga that people are playing dirty about, when it involves children, it's not really nice. Involving those women's children aspect is the fact that the man denied them, abandoned them, and didn't even care about what happens to them or not. That is not fair, generally. That is really sad. And obviously left the whole responsibility on her shoulders, and that has also frustrated her over the years. I'm even surprised that she's this same, because in her video you can see how collected she was. She was not really raving mad like most people we know. You guys know that a lot of people by now will go silent. They will not even be doing this normally. When they come out, they will shout. You will literally call them mad because of how mentally affected they will be. So it's a good thing that she's trying to coordinate herself and doing everything right. On the other hand, I'm not happy the way Mercy Johnson's husband did that. But then it has already happened because it's been how many years? Personally, I think that Mr. Johnson's husband needs to do better. Denying your children your first fruits, your first children, your first son and your first daughter. That is a very big error. And it's been years. They are now teenagers. So if there's a way they can do something to come to some certain terms and do better, that would really make sense. And as for Mercy Johnson and the children, if Mercy Johnson, can do something about the children and the school, if the school is no more better for the kids, she take them out of there. If the school themselves are more responsible, they will do something about those parents that are trying to bully Mercy Johnson's children, regardless of what they see on social media, because those teachers saying all those things they are talking about on whatever. I mean, your job is to take care of the kids, teach and do whatever, not to come and talk trash about what is happening on social media. So that part is very bad. So they should just look for a way to come to terms and come in agreement to some certain extent so that everybody will have peace and joy and everybody will just move past it and continue their life, because at this point, nothing else can happen. The man cannot come back to her, but then he can do something about the kids, right? That's what I think. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know in the comment section. This matter really tire me, oh, mama. As for Angela Okorie, I believe she has learned her lesson. Imagine sleeping in the police station for how many days now and nights. How many days, how many nights? It's been long. So obviously she's now in her lane, and she just sort of tried to use her as an example. So I think every other person is also now in their lane, because people already packed up the whole matter. They are now trying to mind their business. Except Mercy Johnson's former best friend, Mrs. former chairman.
I came to tell
She
you guys
not
that
gree
Mercy
o.
Johnson is a witch.
The woman say if Mercy Johnson like, make she arrest the entire country. Say she will never stop talking about her, that she and Mercy Johnson are childhood friends. And Mercy Johnson stole her glory. Mercy Johnson did the So you can see that she's not backing down. She has been doing this for many years now, and she's serious about it though. She said that until Mercy Johnson repents from what she said she's doing, that she will not stop. And that for now that Mercy Johnson has not repented. So that is the only person still talking about the whole matter. Everybody already went to hide, especially her colleagues that were trying to drag her into all this. So that was when this lady came out, this Mercy Johnson's husband's ex came out, and she started to, shed more light into it regarding everything that Mercy Johnson was complaining about. For you guys that didn't hear what Mercy Johnson herself said, what she said about her children and the school. What Mercy Johnson complained about her children's school and the teachers. I can play it for you guys so you can also listen.
I'm saying that I think it sounds a bit of a teacher. And I'm like, I don't met you before. Yes, but not. Did I come with talks yesterday? Did I meet you yesterday, man?
So, guys, this is literally the whole part where Mercy Johnson went to her children's
So, wait, I thought it was blessing. If I came in, you don't hear me and anybody talk. I didn't argue. My children sit as a man. I don't like trouble. I wear my nose mask with my patrol slippers. I take my children and go house because I don't get power. The remaining power wey dey matter person don born 4 children na to manage them until they grow. Make person no go die. No be laughing matter, na serious thing. So when I came 2 weeks ago, I just asked her something. She said, please excuse me. And I said, sorry. So I went to the next teacher and asked, please, where is the library? The security was there reading so I can pick them. So when I got home, as God is faithful, I told my husband, I said, I met with one of the teachers. I said, she was really mean. My husband said, you know your kind of work. Some people like you, some people not like you. I was fine. Only for me to pick purity. Online saying that I came with togs.
So, guys, only for her to pick purity and the children started telling her what is going on with the whole bullying. So she, Mercy Johnson, she also experienced it, that the teacher in her own child's school was rude to her. But she doesn't even want to talk to her because she believes she's a witch. The same way they are talking to the parents of the children, telling them, parents telling their children to avoid Mercy Johnson's children, that their mother is a witch. So that was the first part of what Mercy Johnson said. So let me just play the second part for you guys to hear more about what is pissing her off.
Oh, she's been married 15 years. Wow. No, we need to tear it down. We need to ruin it. You ruin it, then what?
So she's talking about her marriage, that people are saying all those things that we are currently talking about that's trending everywhere about her marriage. Yeah, that she has been married for 15 years. So if they ruin her marriage, what? So what? That's what she's asking. Since it's like they want to ruin her marriage, so what? And then she went on to talk about her kids.
I have kids. When you write these lies and you say these things, I have teenagers who are in school, who are being bullied in school because of the things that you write. You have parents telling their kids not to let my kids touch their school bag because, you guys, because I'm a witch. What's wrong with you people? You just sit down and you can't wait to believe the worst of the worst.
So that's what she said. She needs people to stop calling her and all that. I don't know what you think about this, but I feel bad for Mercy Johnson. And as much as I feel bad for this woman's children, just let me know what you think about it in the comment section. I'll see you guys on my next post. I have to run now.